Okay, we are live.
Okay. All right, we are ready to get started here. Let's start with the roll call. President Kevin Smith, present. Commissioner Bob Brenneman,
Present.
Commissioner Matt McAleer, absent. Commissioner Steve Mush,
Here.
Commissioner Jeff Wood.
Here.
Okay. If everybody takes a minute and goes over the meeting minutes from last meeting. There are no changes. We have a motion to accept the minutes.
Motion.
We have a second.
So moved.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
We have two claims that we need to go over. Can you give us a quick rundown on those, Jacob?
Yeah, so one of these was the appraisal for the 7th Street lots that we discussed at the last meeting. It's for $700, which was the...
That's the second appraisal, does that sound right?
Yes, that was the second appraisal for it. And then the other one here is for legal services related to the purchase agreements for 470 North Cullen Street.
We have a motion to approve the claims.
I'll make that motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Nothing for old business. Mayor, will you come up and talk with us on the facade grant?
Yes, sir. Jeff, can you move the paper back here? It's that microphone. Gotcha. Yeah. So we've talked about this facade grant for a couple of times now, where the Jasper County Economic Development Organization wanted to charge us a 10% fee for doing the facade grant. And then when we looked at the facade grant, how that was going to work, they wanted the funding up front on a 10% basis off the $100,000. And I wasn't quite sure that would make it past the State Board of Accounts. So when we clawed that money back, I talked with Sarah at the Jasper County Economic Development. And she was unsure of their time. They just have a lot of irons in the fire, we'll put it that way, around this time. So we thought it might be more time effective if the city would bring that facade grant back. The people that are currently on the committee for our council member and a member of the clerk treasurer's office, as well as Christy from Jasper County Economic Development. I've extended to each one of them, if they'd like to be on the facade grant committee again, we could do so where the building department can advertise for the facade grant to open up. We can have the applications come into the building department for a central location. Since the building commissioner has to go already to those buildings and make sure that that type of construction will fit with the facade grant as they permit it to, we thought it would be a nice central location to bring it back to the city's building department and run most of it through there. And then if we have a committee that gets the recommendations from the building commissioner's office that these are the people who are eligible for the facade grant, the committee would make those awards and the building department could send out the letters saying you were awarded the facade grant. I think we still have 3 of them that are out there not completed yet. So the only difficult thing with us is to find somewhere to run funding through a nonprofit organization. So we made contact with Stace at Main Street and asked if we could run that funding through there. And so far, Main Street has agreed to do that. Is that correct, Mrs. Sammons?
That's correct.
Thank you. Thank you for attending too. So at this point, we'll not have the 10% coming out of those funds, and we'll move that stuff back towards, with your permission, I should say, we'll move that back towards the city of Rensselaer. And I have asked Christy, like I said, to be on the committee if she'd like to continue to do so. It's just was a lot of time drain on what Jasper County Economic Development has going on right now. Until you get to sit in the mayor's office, I don't think a lot of people get to see how busy economic development really gets. So we're more than happy to bring that back to our side with your permission. I'll be happy to answer any questions.
I'm not sure that I've got any. Do we have any questions, kids?
No. Well, only real question I wanted to bring up is we're going to sit down with the clerk treasurer and the building commission tomorrow and see what funds we do have in the Drexel TIF district, because I really would like to concentrate on getting at least one of those paths done to the fairgrounds, and then getting it to where we can get people to just safely walk between Jasper County Community Corrections and the east side of the city of Rensselaer. And the one path would certainly get that done. So we have an aggressive timeline, which Superintendent Bryce Black really seems to enjoy. And we'll hopefully get that done next year. We have sat down with the engineering people to do some preliminary stuff. It'll be probably about a sixth of the cost of what the other one is, since we don't have to do the environmental studies and all the other stuff that NDOT requires on some of those. So we'll see where our funding is at first to ensure that we can continue the facade grant and still reach the goals that we'd like to see for public safety.
Okay.
All right.
I'll just add that this resolution is basically the same one as you passed before. The amount is up to $100,000 per year.
Okay. So everything basically stays the same. It's just
It's a different pass-through, and there's no admin fee in this one.
okay. Do we have any other discussion on them? How do we want to word that? We need to make a motion.
To approve that resolution.
Just approve the resolution as stated. Okay. I'll make a motion to approve the resolution as stated. Second. All in favor?
Aye. Thank you, Commissioner.
Okay. Todd, did you want to explain the change to this resolution here?
Yeah, do you want to tell them what it's about first?
Yeah, so this next resolution is approving the sale of the 7th Street lots. We received our second appraisal for it. The average of the two for the larger parcel was $28,500, and the average of the smaller parcel was $15,500. So this resolution here would allow us to go forward and sell those lots for development. Todd, did you want to talk about the?
Yeah, I would advise the commission that the resolution, the draft resolution they have in front of them, I just noticed before the meeting, inadvertently has an extra whereas paragraph in it. It's not even a full paragraph. It doesn't actually make sense when you put it into the whole resolution, but it's the third one down.
Or the fourth one down?
It's the third one down in my packet.
Oh. Yeah.
Maybe we need to get on the same page on that.
Yeah, the third one.
It's the, yeah,
It's the third one down? Okay, all right.
Sorry.
Anyway, the one that says that it repeats the average of the combined appraisals for,
Yeah, it
it
is.
says both lots is 28.5. Well, that was on an earlier version or something before I put the actually the two lots in there that are described in the resolution. I would suggest that this resolution, it does cover the way the statute says that the sale of these lots has to be for the average of the appraised value. If when we go into the advertising and so forth and receiving bids, for some reason you don't get any bids at or over those appraised values, there's another method we can use to go ahead and sell the lots. But for the purposes of this resolution, I would just suggest that if the commission is inclined to pass this and adopt it, that a motion be made to adopt the same, but revised essentially to remove that third whereas paragraph. And then if it is adopted that way, it's reflected in the minutes, Jacob can go back and delete that from the final one that received signature from the commission members.
You were right, it is the fourth line down, the fourth whereas.
Oh, I'm sorry, it is actually.
Yeah, it is the fourth.
I was looking at the first one as a.
Yeah, I skipped over that.
Every
too.
combined.
Just ignore number one.
Yep. Okay.
Are there any questions about the resolution or about the lots themselves?
This is just authorizing this, so we don't have any offers on them yet.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, we haven't listed them, we haven't advertised them. Haven't heard anything about 470 North Collins Street so far. But,
We haven't advertised either one yet.
I think we ran the Collins Street one in the paper
Technically or not.
last week, right?
I don't know that would have went out yet, or be published yet.
Right.
Whether
Oh,
we
you
have
may be
it,
right about
like,
that.
next
yeah.
week or something.
Yeah, it may not be out
I was
yet.
thinking.
Yeah. We were planning on advertising it through our Facebook page and with Northwest Indiana Forum as well. So
When?
And
as soon as you guys approve this resolution.
tomorrow morning.
Do you think we're gonna get the street in there first?
No, we can put the lots in there for now. We have a meeting next week to set up the pre-construction for the street. So we'll be ready to roll April or May.
April 1st is when the plants are supposed to open.
So their plans will open April 1st, so once we sit down with the people who are gonna put the street in, I still think we advertise the lots. I mean, we're gonna try and come out with 470 North Cullen, and then right behind that with the 7th Street lots too. So we'll get with Northwest Indiana Forum, Jasper County Economic Development, and try to push it all out to all of them. So,
So we have addresses for them. Okay. Motion?
I'm ready for a motion.
I'd make a motion to approve resolution 04-2026 as amended.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much, guys.
All right, I think that is everything that is on our agenda today. Next meeting, Monday, April 6th. Do we have a motion to adjourn? Don't need public comments, no. Do we have any public comments?
Would you guys like an update on the I-65 project?
Sure, come on up. Absolutely.
Sorry about that, I wasn't reading that.
That's okay. We got a couple minutes.
We are nearing the end of this project. The progress meeting that we had last week, the contractor had indicated we're 2 weeks out from the conclusion of the project, as long as Mother Nature cooperates and everything else falls in our favor. The services began last week, so Good Oil, Wonderland Tire, and the Economy Inn, all on that stretch right there on the south side of 114, has water and sewer stubbed to those properties. They started this week off by putting in air release valves and a couple flushing ports on the sewer line. And the gravity sewer on the east side is still a few days out from being able to be tested. So all the cards aligning, we're still looking 2 weeks. The services on the residential side began this morning. They had reached out this morning to get some clarification on some locates, so they're moving their way east. I would suspect by the end of the week we will be in the old grandma's area putting in services there. And we're going to be getting with the gas department. They still have a little bit to finish up on the farm field at 1000 West and to get under 114. So gas may be a little bit behind the 2 week timeline, but they're both right there, real close to being wrapped up.
Very good. Very good.
Do you guys have any questions regarding any of that?
One,
Yes, sir.
we're still waiting for the county's attorney to review for the joint TIF resolution that will be out there. It's been drafted by Bose McKinney and Evans attorneys, and we're waiting to hear back from Attorney Beaver. Once we do, I think we can get an area of TIF out there that will help support future growth.
Have we had anybody interested in doing any more development out in that area yet?
Yes. I'll just say yes.
Supposed to have an answer before the contractor gets to the grandma's lot as to whether or not they're ready to divulge what their water and sewer needs may be.
Very good. Okay. We have any other questions for Bryce?
Good.
All right, thanks, Bryce. Now do we have a motion to adjourn? You don't want to go, you don't say.
Motion to adjourn.
We have a second.
I'll second it.
All right, all in favor? Aye. All right, have a good night.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Yeah, I was gonna say, you're probably gonna want signatures here.